Hello and welcome back to the Quick Pitch Podcast. I'm your host, Osfaningaming. We have a lot to talk about today. A lot of stuff happened in the, not even 24 hours between the time I released the last episode of the Quick Pitch Podcast and the time I can't speak, and the time I'm recording it now. So, Corey Kluber threw a no-hitter. What did I say? I literally talked about no-hitters yesterday, and now another one was thrown. It was thrown the same day. I recorded my reaction. I'll probably post it on a short on my YouTube channel. But, I mean, he was blatantly cheating. I could see him regrip a couple times, but we'll talk about it more in depth later. Tatis went off in his return to the lineup, went 4 for 4. Yermin, we'll talk about the Yermin Mercedes situation with Tony Larussa. Oh my God, Tony Larussa is out of touch with the game of baseball today. The Astros rinsed the A's. The Dodgers might be going back to their old ways. The Orioles choked a lead and then got rinsed today. And Dave Martinez lost it. I was about to say losed. I told you, I'm not good at speaking the English language. David Martinez lost it today, and it was really, really funny. It wasn't today, it was yesterday. Over something that happens to be a theme with Trey Turner, with him not being in the runner's lane. We'll talk about that. But first, we're going to start with the Corey Kluber no-hitter. He went, obviously, all 9 innings, threw 101 pitches, 9 Ks, really good outing, and he cheated. Saying that right now, I could see him regrip. It was blatantly obvious. I don't know how anyone's not accused him of it yet, but that's because the league doesn't care, and so the fans don't care. Even though it's blatantly obvious. I could pick it out multiple times throughout watching that game. Good for him. It was his return to Texas, even though he never really pitched in Texas. But it was nice to see. And let's keep in mind for a second, technically we have thrown 6 no-hitters in the 2021 season. We're already up to 6, halfway, maybe a little over halfway through May. We started on the 1st of April. If that doesn't spell records broken, I don't know what does. Going off of that now, Tatis went off in the W against the Rockies yesterday. In his return to the lineup in the 4 slot, which is not a place we ever seen Tatis. But he went 4 for 4 with, I'm not going to say a moonshot, a home run to right center. 2 doubles, a single, a triple short of the cycle. But we've seen that a lot recently. I think he's going to make an MVP case this season. I know he got off to a slow start with all the injuries and stuff, and of course he got COVID. But I do think he's going to make an MVP case, and if not, he's going to just go off, which he already is, and place in the MVP conversation. I think he's going to be in the MVP conversation for a long, long time, and I don't hate it at all. I really don't. Let's talk about Yermin Mercedes and Tony Larussa, because, oh my God, unwritten rules are what are going to kill this game. I swear to God. So, in case by some chance either you haven't been on Twitter or you haven't been watching any sort of baseball recently, or baseball YouTubers or anything, Yermin Mercedes, it's 15 to what, 2, maybe 15-4, something like that. I think it was 15-4. Position player on the mound, Williams Astudillo. So that's pretty much the Twins' way of saying, we give up, we don't care about this game, you go have fun, right? Yermin Mercedes draws 3 balls and gets a pitch in his happy zone and rocks it over the center field fence. Now, you may recall last year, August 24th, 2020, same kind of thing happened. Tatis drew 3-0 when they were up, I think it was 10-4 against the Rangers. Gets a pitch in, not even really his happy zone. His happy zone's on the high and a bit inside. But he gets it middle out, and he rocks it over the wall, 3-0. And that pretty much blows the game out of the water at that point. But that being said, there is no insurmountable lead. A team can come back at any point. We saw it with the Rays and Orioles last night, which we'll talk about a bit later fully in depth because, oh my God, I can't believe we did that as an Orioles fan. We saw it last night. They just put a 9 spot on us late in the game, and we lost. I mean, I don't know what people are thinking, like, oh, the game's already lost. There's no insurmountable lead in this game. They can have an explosion inning, and all of a sudden the game's tied, and then you don't know what to do. So there's no insurmountable lead. If you have the chance to drive up the score, you do. It's very simple. But my main issue is the Tony Larussa comments, which, again, I'm sure you've heard of this by now, at least. I mean, we saw Tony Larussa make some absolutely insane comments. I don't have them in front of me now. But, I mean, off the top of my head, I'm going to say he said, I don't know why this is taking you so long. He said something around, well, we'll start with this. In postgame, the day it happened, he didn't have his players back, first of all, which I just, again, cannot wrap my head around. How can you not have your players back when he is pretty much saving your offense through the injuries of Eloy Jimenez and Luis Robert, along with some others I'm probably not thinking of? I mean, he is like the saving grace of your team right now. And you're going to say, oh, he's a dumb rookie. He won't do it again. He's like, what is he, a 13-year-old? You're going to punish him? This is a 28-year-old man doing what he is paid to do. Believe it or not, that's what he is paid to do. These are adults playing this game for a living. Especially for a guy like Yermin, who is a journeyman catcher, or DH, I guess now, because he came up as a catcher. He was drafted as a catcher, or signed as a catcher. It probably was. Sorry. So, and I saw an interesting tweet from, I believe, Ben Verlander, and yeah, Ben Verlander. Let me find it really quick, because it came up, something came up that was interesting about the arbitration. That how much money that stuff like that makes. Oh my God, where is it? Okay, I can't find it. Whatever. But it was like, Yermin Mercedes is trying to put food on the table for his family. And a home run like something, well, he's in arbitration because he's short on a contract right now. So, I mean, that home run is the difference between $45,000 to $50,000. That is not chump change for a journeyman catcher. I mean, I don't understand why people are getting mad about this in the year 2021, where the game is getting more viewership because of people like Soto, Tatis, especially Tatis, Acuna. We'll talk about the Acuna walk-off. I mean, the old heads of this sport, including Tony Larussa, saying stuff. He first of all, he has terrible judgment. I mean, this is the man who got behind the wheel of a car, twisted the key, and drove while he was drunk. I just... For you to make a comment like, "Oh, he was in the wrong here. He poor judgment. That's a rookie mistake," or just when you got behind the wheel of a car intoxicated, just such poor judgment, and he's just so out of touch with the game, and it's just I can't believe it. Obviously, you have Tim Anderson, who has been around the block when it comes to controversy. Obviously, you have the Kansas City Royal bat flip, which he has repeated, which I absolutely love. Dude, fun to watch. Must-watch baseball up there with Tatis. He just loves playing the game. He plays the game the way it should be played nowadays. Great watch. You had the back and forth, quote unquote, between them on Instagram when they said, "I'm Yermin, I go out there and play my game." And he's like, "No, you don't. You play the game of baseball." Tim Anderson comments, "The game wasn't over. You keep doing you, Big Daddy 100. I mean, exactly. It's exactly. That's exactly that's exactly who we need around the game right now. And Yermin isn't down about it. He replied. I don't remember exactly what he said. But it's nice to see that they're not down on it, because after the comments that Tony Larussa made, if I'm in that clubhouse, I lost all respect for that manager. The poor judgment, not having your players back. I mean, I get it to an extent. Like, he blew the take sign. But if you get a pitch to hit, you don't take it. The 3-0 is BS. The unwritten rules need to be abolished. And something I saw just before I hit record, I quote tweeted it. So if you want to see the clip, just go on my Twitter, twitter.com/Osfaningaming1. CC Sabathia on the R2C2 podcast just went absolutely off on Tony Larussa. It's amazing, because this is a man who played almost back when unwritten rules mattered, but it's around the time that they started just getting torqued out of the game. It's amazing that even he knows how much Tony Larussa is out of touch with this game. It's absolutely insane to me. And I'll say it again. This is a position player pitching, right? Position player, he's throwing 47. Swing the damn bat, and when you do, it'll go a far way or a long way. Yermin Mercedes did that, and the fact that he got thrown at the next day, oh my God. If you guys haven't heard, Kevin Pillar got hit by a pitch in the face a couple days ago. If you see his face, That's what can happen when someone gets hit with a pitch. And we're throwing at batters for doing what they're being paid to do. That's just beyond me. I don't get it. I don't want to get it. Yermin, swing away. Oh, I'm mad. I'm very mad. Excuse me. All right. Let's move on. The Astros kind of rinsed the A's yesterday. 8-1 game. Altuve went yard in the first pitch. I'm starting to think Altuve's back. I really am. I'm happy to see him back. I think the whole cheating thing really got into his head because he was pretty much the front runner. I mean, it's great to see him hitting, 308 now? 308 is definitely better than, what was he hitting, 220 last year? 300, that's back to where he was. I think he's going to have a comeback season, and it'll be great. Zach Greinke was borderline electric yesterday in the game, and that's kind of why the Astros went on a rinse streak. 8 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts. Great performance by Zach Greinke. He seems to be like the anti-Pujols kind of in a way on the pitching side. He's like that. He's almost like that fine wine. The older it gets, the better it gets, kind of, in a way. I guess you could say that about, like, Nelson Cruz or something like that. Or someone like that, yeah. But great performance by the Astros. Screw you, though. Still don't like you. The Dodgers might be back to the way they were originally playing. 8-2 in their last 10. It's a great sign. Like I said, I did not think that was going to last. Won against, I believe, the Diamondbacks yesterday. I'm not sure when they're playing today. But I think we'll see them hovering around 105, 110 wins. Back to where they were supposed to be. And I don't think that 90-72 record is going to be realistic. I think it's going to be 10 to 15 to even 20 games higher than that. Oh my God, the Orioles. The Orioles choked a 6-0 lead to the Rays and then just got pantsed by the Rays today. I mean, it's almost unbelievable. But I completely understand why. The bullpen's so bad, but they were pitching well. But the Rays are just 6-0. Mancini's a GOAT. I mean, he's a great 2 home runs. He kind of carried the offense more or less. Freddie Galvis hit his 100th career home run. Congrats to him. And I think it was his 300th RBI. That might be wrong. 100th home run, 300th RBI. I think so. I think that's right. I'm not sure. But I mean, 9-6 last night, 10-1 tonight or today. I don't get it. We started off hot, and then we just came back down to earth, and it just kind of hit. It kind of hit me hard, considering I guess I had higher expectations for the team, but clearly I was overthinking, I guess, overhyping the team. Speaking of choked leads, the Mets-Braves game last night was a doozy. It was last night. Ronald Acuna is an electric player. Holy crap. I think it was his first day back from that injury. And he hits a walk-off home run, moonshot, celebrates. That's what the game needs to be about. Not swinging 3-0 because respect the game. Don't show up the pitcher. No, celebrate, have fun, hit dongs. That came out wrong, but whatever. We'll just roll with it. There's nothing in my water bottle, and I'm upset now. Am I the only one that isn't rich and drinks Fiji? Fiji water's so good. 10 times better than tap water. Fight me. Anyway, not the point of this podcast. This is not a water podcast. This is a baseball podcast. Dave Martinez lost it last night, and it was hilarious. But first of all, let's talk about why, because I think this is an interesting topic. We've seen this before in the 2019 World Series with Trey Turner. He was called out for not running in the runner's lane. And I guess they considered it interference or something. But I would scrub through the footage. If I might do a breakdown of this on my channel, just to see what happens or what happened. Because I love to go deeper into that rule. Just to, like, really see it. Because on a professional diamond, you have the real baseline on the first base. And then you have a box next to it. That's the runner's lane. That's where the runner is supposed to go or supposed to run. No one does because why not? Because it's still because on the line is still technically in the box, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments section if you're watching on YouTube. But as long as you're on the line, I believe that's considered in the box. Again, could be totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. So Trey Turner was called out. Wasn't like severely out of the base path. Like I said, he was running on the line, which, I mean, everyone else runs on the line, so why can't Trey Turner? I think he's considered the fastest player in baseball right now. Unless it's Jorge Mateo. I'm not sure. But Dave Martinez lost it. His argument was, well, if you want runners to run in that lane, why is the bag not there? Which, fair play. I mean, if you want runners to run in the lane, but the lane isn't where the bag is, then what's the point of having the lane? Because you're not running to the bag. In my opinion, I would have the lane more for, like, when it's a single and you have to loop, but that's what foul territory is for, or, like, the grass, because that's when you take the big turn. Hit my mic. I need to clean this thing. Anyway. So, I mean, that's my mini take on it, but I mean, Dave Martinez lost it, and it was hilarious. He took the bag out, threw it, kicked it. Probably got fined, but in my opinion, it was worth it. Other than that, nothing to talk about with MLB The Show today. I actually have the Xbox down here today because my mother's away in Philly, so I brought it down here just so I didn't have to roast upstairs. And I've been playing it a bit. I like choking games in ranked seasons. It's a thing that I like to do, and I'm still check swinging, and no one has told me why. Why is there so many checks? Is this everyone? I don't know how to stop check swinging. I think it might be... Hold on. If you're watching on YouTube, I think it might be because I'm just tapping the button. Do I need to hold it for longer? I don't understand. I'm an Xbox kid. This is my first year. I don't understand. Send help. Because that's why I'm choking games. And pinpoint is a lot harder than it looks. So anyway, I think that'll do it. Leave your questions in the comment section or tweet them at me. Tweet them at the podcast, actually. At Quick Pitch Pod 1. Pod C1. Just, tweet your questions at me. I'll answer them in the next episode. Thank you for listening or watching. That really means a lot to me, that you guys are listening. Hopefully a new episode tomorrow. This is my first time that I've ever uploaded and recorded, 2 podcasts in 2 days. 2 podcast episodes, rather. So, thank you for the support. And I will see you guys later. Bye.